Right, it's time for chapter number 24 in our PR success stories. Today I'm going to bring you a couple from British Columbia. So they initially contacted us back in 2022 for a spouse open work permit. So the student was studying and they want to bring the spouse. They had a challenge because the couple was recently married, so we had to go through that process and we did that. Then after that, they retained us back in 2023 for their PR process. So at that time, they were just preparing for the process because the main applicant was just finished studies. So we have to groom the profile. So it took us like more than 1 year to groom the profile, and we advised them and we told them what needs to be done in terms of collecting documents, doing language tests, and the getting the education credentials assessments done. And the one of the applicant was living in overseas for several years, so we had to work with the police reports and so on. So we did all that and we created the express entry profile, and they got an invitation, and then we submitted the documents because like we have already planned throughout the last year or so. So then we submitted the documents when we got the invitation, and we are happy to say that the application was approved just over in 3 months time. So if you plan early, then at the back end of the story, your journey will be much smoother. So let me show their details. Right, so as I told you, they retained us back in 2022 January for the spouse open work permit. Then on 2023 June 11th, they retained us for the PR process. So they wanted us to handle their entire case and they wanted us to give them a plan, so which we did. Then on 2024 August 1st, we submitted their express entry profiles. So the significant date here is they retained us back in 2023 June, and we submitted the profile on August 1st, 2024. So we worked with them for more than a year to get their documents right, plan their process, and at the back end, as you can see, it was a much smoother process. So they got an invitation on August 14th, just after 13 days of submitting the application, and then we submitted their application to IRCC by September 8th. So it only took us like 3 weeks because we have already planned the process. Then they got an invitation when the score was 521, and then we submitted the documents. And on 13th December 2024, they got their desired result of the Portal 1 email. So now they're happily living in British Columbia as permanent residents. So the lesson that you have to learn in this scenario, sometimes you have to plan your journey. So if you plan your journey, you're at the back end, your journey will be much, much more smoother. So if you want to make your journey smoother, you can contact us. So until we see you again, thank you and goodbye.